Hello everyone, how's it going today? And today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Samsung Galaxy Express 3 for the AT&T prepaid network. The Galaxy Express 3 is overall actually a pretty impressive smartphone for the price of $50. And I picked it up the other day at Target for $50, and I just wanted to see, how it was, because for $50 it's not really hard to pick up these days. And with the smartphones getting cheaper and cheaper and better at the same time, how can this stack up to some of the better smartphones? Well, here's the box. And inside the box, of course, you have your basic prepaid box here. And this thing comes pre-installed with Android Marshmallow, which is 6.0. Has 8 gigabytes of internal memory, a 4.5 WVGA Super AMOLED display, has a 5 megapixel rear photo with autofocus, and a 2 megapixel front facing. There is a flash on the back camera, and of course it has 4G LTE on AT&T GoPhone plan, and you can also stick your normal AT&T SIM, and it works just fine as well. So let's go ahead and crack into the box, which of course I have already opened and used for a couple days. So pretty easy to open up. It's nothing too fancy since it's only a prepaid phone, but take this plastic part off and you get your phone right here on top. It's tightly packed inside, and here's the phone. So yeah, as you can see, I already put that back on, so it doesn't sound original. Which, if it did, I would have done it a lot slower, but sadly, I did not. So, inside, of course, you have your USB cable, which actually is a USB cable this time. Or not, and yeah. And you also have your USB brick, a 2050 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty good for this type of phone. And then you have all your manuals in here, so let's just see what we get. You have, of course, your GoPhone thing, which probably has... Does it have a serial number in it? No, it does not look like it. Looks like the same thing all of them have. So it's just got this thing. A little... You have a user guide, which is probably going to stay in plastic all its life. And same with this guide, so yeah. Let's go ahead and simply just stick those back in here. And that's about what you get in the box. Of course, there's nothing fancy with this charger. It's not quick charge or anything. It's just, a normal micro USB charger. But it's still good to have, as some people may not have it. So let's go ahead and assemble the phone simply by taking the back cover off. And as you can see, you may notice, this actually takes a nano SIM, which is what most phones use nowadays, so you can easily stick your SIM in there. Unlike a phone in the same type of league that is actually out at the same time now, such as the ZTE Maven, Maven, which takes a micro SIM instead of a nano SIM. So, that is kind of weird, but very nice to see that it comes with a nano SIM, so you don't have to use an adapter. So it's pretty easy to put the phone together. You just simply put your battery in and put the back cover on. And I think I already mentioned this, but this does have a flash. The phone is mostly made of plastic. Even the home button's not plastic. You might be able to hear that, but it's plastic. It's still very well built though, and I mean, like this bar here is plastic. The whole phone is plastic, but overall it's a pretty nice phone, and for $50 it's really unbeatable. So let's bring another phone to the league, the ZTE Maven. So right off the bat, as you can see, you've probably seen this phone in some of my other videos, but yeah, it's the ZTE Maven. And as you can see, we now have the Samsung booted up, and here we go. So let's go ahead and run Geekbench. So as you can see, the Geekbench score is pretty comparable to something of the same magnitude, but as you go up to your normal flagship device, the scores are almost completely, or they are completely different. So, as it may not be able to stack up to your device, or to a flagship, as you can see, it's pretty comparable with an older flagship, or even, other prepaid phones. And it doesn't mean the phone isn't snappy, because that's not the case at all. The phone is incredibly snappy, even with multiple apps opened at the same time, it's super easy. So let's go ahead and launch a YouTube video here and play it. I'm impressed with the build quality of this phone. So as you can see, there is a front-facing camera up here. I'm pretty sure it's video. So it can play 20. That's 240p. It's pretty low in quality. Let's play it at the very highest quality that this can do. The back camera is probably like 5 megapixel, and the front camera is probably VGA. So pretty easy. And go ahead and play a song here. Once again. Pretty comparable. Let's go ahead and see how loud the speaker on the ZT Maven is, just for comparison. So if you can't tell already, the speaker is pretty loud on this device, and a lot louder than the Maven. And the next thing is, of course, the camera. So let's go ahead and open the camera app. And with the 5 megapixel camera on the back, it takes some decent pictures. I was pleasantly surprised. Here's one I took the other day. And as you can see, it's pretty nice. Even with the 5 megapixel shooter, it's a lot nicer than the Maven, I would think. Now here's a picture in low light that I took of my setup. A lot more grainier, as you can see. But if we go back to this one and zoom in, when you have a lot of light, it's a lot nicer of a photo. So overall, I think the Galaxy Express 3 by Samsung for AT&T is a really nice phone. If you want to step it up for about $20 more, you can get the Galaxy Express Prime for $80 on also get AT&T Go phone. It's got a little bit, got some nicer specs. It's got a nicer display, bigger display. But overall, it's pretty much the same phone. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like, because I will be doing many more videos like this as well. Now that I got the iPhone 5C up and running. I'll probably do an update on that later, but yeah. I will be doing more videos on that and such. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like. And go ahead and subscribe. And as you know, there are of course some videos, some recommended stuff here now, so go ahead and click on those, check them out, and I'll see you in the next one.